king is dead. It was not a hero's death. It was the slow death of an old man. But it gave him time to plot and fuss about his affairs. Enough time, in fact, to spare a rare thought towards his second-born. What to do with me? The blind girl he hid away in the keep. Would I be allowed to stand at my brother's side as he took his place on the throne? No. Even from the grave, my father would not allow me to burden the family. No less than 500 miles of barren heath and twisting vale would keep me from doing that. And now? Here I am, on the approach to my new home on the outskirts of the kingdom. I hear a river. Where are we, Uncle?
We're crossing now. You, Alex, are officially home.
Describe it for me.
I would think the smell of sheep would provide all you need to know.
You could have said something nice. Made something up.
Honesty is the greatest gift a princess could receive.
Then you spoil me, Uncle. Why would it be my father's dying wish to send me to the borderlands?
Your brother is king. Your father wanted you to have something of your own.
That's honesty. Even in death, father wanted his sightless daughter as far away as possible.
I wanted you to have something of your own. From one second-born to another, it's not an easy thing, being in someone's shadow.
I like the shadows. You hear more honesty there.
You will make a wise lady, even out here in the borderlands.
I'll make some chieftain's son a disappointing wife.
You'll be just fine. As long as you can tell the difference between the men and the sheep.
Hold up! Hold! Hold! My lord.
What is it?
Odetan riders from the northwest.
How many?
An army, my lord.
Can we make the castle?
No. They're on us now. To arms! To arms!
Wait here, Alex.
Uncle? Uncle!
Whoa! Whoa! Alex! Alex! Are you okay?
Who's that?
It's your brother, Theo.
Theo, yes. What happened?
We were playing Blind Seeker. He fell down the stairs of the loft.
This always happens to me, doesn't it?
Because you're the only one who can't cheat. Everyone else peeks under the blindfold.
No. Rolf tricked me. He led me to the edge of the stairs.
Well, the little Ted is hiding by the mill wheel right now. I won't say anything to Father if you were to be careless with your cane as you search there.
Use the left stick to walk in any direction. Use right stick to turn on the spot.
So, first interesting issue for streaming that you probably are now seeing is that it's hard to talk while playing this game. Often there's quite a lot of visual information that the viewer can take in as I'm talking about it. And in this game, when I talk, you can't hear all the important information that's telling you, well, that opening section was just the cinema, but you know, that's all there is to look at, are these particles, which, by the way, this is basically a crutch for sighted players who are not maybe familiar with playing audio-based games. The controls are pretty straightforward. They're basically first-person shooter controls with strafing right and left on the stick, forward and back, and turning on the spot, then a combination of turning and moving. So this is your look sort of thing. There's no up and down. That's actually reserved for other things in combat and stuff, but mainly because
by the mill wheel.
It would be changing the soundscape in ways that would make it impossible to navigate the space in binaural audio. So this is a very simple introduction to traversal. All the tutorials where there's voiceover coming in to tell you things happen in flashbacks, mainly because I didn't want to take you out of the main story. And I need to find a little shit that led me down a set of stairs. Alright. He's right about here. He's apparently hiding behind his mill wheel. And I'm gonna use my cane to get revenge.
He's right there. Go ahead. Swing.
Push the right stick in the direction you wish to swing.
Ow! Again, Alex. Stop it! Ow! It's Uncle.
This game is over. Rolf will be wanted back in the kitchens.
Yes, my lord.
You may go too, Theo.
Yes, Uncle. Sorry, Alex.
I see you've found a new use for your cane.
What is my punishment?
If anyone should be punished, it's me. There are things I should have taught you years ago.
Like what?
I stand directly in front of you. And I want you to swing your cane at me.
You want me to hit you?
Yes. My punishment. Your first lesson.
Push the right stick in the direction you wish to swing.
Swing at me. Now. Excellent. Now. When I move, your head will remain facing forward as to conceal your level of awareness from your enemy.
My enemy?
Listen. Now swing at me again. Very good. Now, I'm moving to stand directly in front of you again. I want you to swing as many times as you can, as fast as you can. Faster! That's good. Know your limit. You want to be selective with your strikes.
You will be limited to only a few consecutive strikes before you must pause to catch your breath.
An exhausted fighter is a dead fighter. And what do you think is the first rule of combat?
Don't die?
Precisely.
What if you try something
Hello? Uncle? The carriage. It must have overturned. It's night. How long have I been out? I need water. I'll have to get to the river. Uncle? Hello? Don't be stupid, Alex. Who's to say you'll find a friendly answer? Ah, wolves. That's reassuring.
Alright. I think river. I hear it moving around. It's spin. It's not behind me. And I'm coming around. It's on my right. Alright, there it is. Right ahead of me. Going to the river. Bird. Oh, flew
Whoa.
away.
Oh. A body. Soldier. Fur-lined tunic. He's not one of ours. Perhaps Uncle made it out okay. Let's see here. Yes. A sword. Rusted. Broken. Better than nothing. And a scabbard. You'll have to do for now.
You have gained a Tier 1 sword. The back or select button will bring up the character menu, where you can review equipment, coin, and travel options.
I think all I've got is a sword, so I'm really worth checking it out.
Yes. I don't think I've ever been so thirsty. Who's there? Uncle?
Oh boy.
Okay. Not Uncle. You like sticks? Go get it. I've got a heavy one here now. Fair warning, you're getting this one in the muzzle.
forgot I can't block it. I'm gonna get... Okay. Just gotta listen to where they are and hit them. I have no shield yet. There you are.
Well, I won't be sleeping tonight. What do I do, Uncle? What would Theo do? I suppose a king wouldn't find himself alone 500 miles from his home. 500 miles. I suppose I start walking. All roads lead east, they say. Unless you're walking in the exact wrong direction. Talking to yourself like a madwoman. Who's there? Friend or foe?
Depends. Are you with the Odedan horde?
No. I have no money.
I'm not out to rob you.
You're limping. You're injured.
You're blind. But perceptive.
Friend or foe?
You're highborn. You're not from the borderlands.
And you?
A shepherd.
Where's your flock?
In the bellies of barbarians.
We are not foes, then?
It would appear not.
I hear men approaching. Are they the King's Guard?
Afraid not, girl. This is where we part ways. Good luck.
Wait!
Thanks, buddy.
Well, what do we have here?
Looks like a shiny prize to me.
Don't suppose she's the one the General's looking for.
Okay. Stay calm. Think, Alex.
What if you try some
You wanted to see me, Uncle?
You are going to learn how to use a sword today.
My father wants me to learn how to use a sword.
In truth, no, he does not. However, a princess and future protector of the realm need first be able to protect herself.
Wouldn't that be my brother's job? Protector of the realm?
Firstborns get killed every day, girl. You're going to learn this. Here, take this sword. Grip it. Firmly. You know I've never cared that you're blind. And our enemies will not care about that either when they set out to kill you. Now, I want you to swing your sword at me. Don't worry, the blade is not sharp.
Push the right stick in the direction you wish to swing.
Very good. As you can hear, your attacks are easy for me to parry as long as I'm not trying to do something else.
Something else? Like what?
Like hitting you.
That hurt!
Now, if you don't want that to happen again, you're going to have to hit me first. And if you're quick enough, I won't be able to parry. Are you ready?
I suppose?
Listen for sounds that lead into my swing. My armor, the shift of my weight, and swing the second you hear it.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. One more time. Very good. Now, shall we play a little game?
No?
Strike me 3 times and you win.
All right.
Oh, and I'm going to move around this time. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. That's 3 for you, niece. Well done. I know you think you don't need to learn this, but our enemies are unyielding and they show no mercy. Not for the young, nor the old, nor the blind. I want you to be strong. Even stronger than your brother, because no one knows what the future might hold for you.
All right, Uncle.
What if you try some enemy?
Tough love, dude.
What's wrong with you, girl? What are you staring at?
Stay back, or I'll start swinging.
Where's the other half of your sword?
What are you waiting for?
I think she is blind.
Then that should make it easy for you,
No!
Oh, she got you good.
By the way, that's the worst actor in the game right there, the guy on the left. That would be me. This guy's good.
Ah, hell, I'll do it myself.
You will regret resisting us.
So you can hear that people get louder when they're hurt. Easier to take out. Some awesome dying there on my behalf.
Girl.
Is that the shepherd?
Yes. Take my hand before more arrive.
Where are you taking me?
Safety. I have a camp nearby. Sorry, girl, for running off. What's a lame shepherd going to do against practiced killers?
I suppose I should thank you for coming back.
I suppose you're welcome.
I need to get back to the capital. To my brother.
The capital? What are you doing out here? Merchant family?
My family is very wealthy. There would be a reward if I was escorted back safely.
Escort a blind girl 500 miles down a treacherous valley in the wake of an invading horde. Not sure what reward would be worth that.
What would you do with me then?
Teach you to tend sheep? Get your pretty hands dirty.
You could buy 1,000 sheep with the reward my family could provide.
1,000? Must be some family you have. Or you don't know the price of sheep. Do you have a name?
Alex.
Alex. I am Abd al-Rashid. Call me Shepherd if you like.
Okay. Shepherd.
Getting you home, Alex, will depend on where the Odedin are headed, how well I can heal up, and who we can find to help us on the way.
My uncle and I were traveling with a guard when we were attacked. They may still be around.
If that horde set upon them, they would have been killed.
I'm still here.
Then you were not worth the trouble. Get some rest. It will be safer to travel later at night. I suppose you're indifferent to the dark.
Thank you, Shepherd.
Don't thank me yet, sheep. The valley home is long and winding. It conceals more than just barbarians.
Our enemies are unyielding. Alex, pay attention.
Yes, Uncle.
Now, as a blind fighter, you will be well served to have a shield. Now take it here with your left hand.
It's heavy.
As it should be. Now, this time, when I swing at you, I want you to raise your shield.
Hold the left stick in the direction of your target to block.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Raise your shield. Very good. Now, right after you block my attack, you will have a split second to counterattack. It's a more defensive way to fight. Give it a try. Block my attack and immediately counterattack.
Use the left stick to block your target. Then release left stick and immediately counterattack using the right stick.
Oh, excellent. Another game then. Defeat me any way you want. Attack as I swing, or block and counterattack. On guard, girl.
All right, I'm gonna try to mix this up a bit here. All right. Interrupt.
Once again. Well done, niece.
What if you try something to get back?
Alex, wake up.
What is it?
Odedin. They've set up camp on the ridge above us. We have to get moving. Follow me. This way. Over here. It's a raiding party. They supply the horde as it moves. I'm afraid this won't be the last one we run into.
What do you see?
About 10 warriors, in small groups around the clearing. No room to get around. There's no central fire. They probably don't like each other much.
I'll need a shield.
What are you going to do with that?
Use it if I have to.
For now, I'll try to draw them away. You stay here.
Wait!
I'll come back for you.
My uncle promised me the same thing.
I'm a cunning shepherd. I won't get caught. Son of a dog.
What was that?
What do we have here?
No! Wait!
Fortune shines upon us.
It's the royal brat.
We have our orders. Kill her and bring her to the general.
No!
Alex, are you listening?
What?
You were off somewhere. I said, I'll draw them away. You wait here.
No. It's not going to work.
How would you know that?
I just do. It's too dark. We'll move together. I'll lead.
All right. We'll need to get to the river.
Alright, so I can hear... this is an introduction to the idea of stealth. Here, guys in front of me. Now, I know I can avoid these guys. I can also run in and just fight them, which is sometimes fun. I'm gonna sneak around today. I can do it.
Hey, look what I found.
What is this?
The shield you requested.
Is this a barrel lid?
It suits you. Now keep moving.
You have gained a Tier 1 shield.
One thing this game does too is it does demand a little bit of the player in that there's quite a bit of narrative. It's almost like a radio play for sections of it, and especially early on in the game, there's a lot of this. Part of this is carried by the narrative and the novelty of the binaural audio, but as the game progresses, there's a lot more density with combat and adventuring stuff. But it really is a game that's meant for you to just lose yourself in. I would even recommend playing this game if you have a cordless headset and a cordless controller, to go like lie on a couch and just close your eyes and play the game, because obviously you don't have to be sitting in front of a screen to play it. That's my favorite way to play the game, actually. It's just lying down on the couch, closing my eyes, lying back, and just living in the world. And it's funny, it doesn't the amount of narrative sections, everything sort of feeds together. The combat, narrative, and exploration kind of blends when you sort of experience the game that way. And you sort of lose yourself in the world and in this character's story. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to find the river. Lost myself in my talking. Alright, since I can kind of move between these two groups. There's some very noisy barbarians on the right here, or the left. There's some guys there, so... And there'll be little indicators if I get too close. You'll hear them start to... I'll show you that. So I'm going to walk a little too close to this camp.
I heard something. Keep an eye out.
Okay, so they've heard me. So now I can sneak. Just press a little bit up on the stick, and I can usually get away. If I get too close, it doesn't matter how quiet I am. And this is also your armor plays into this too. Right now I'm wearing cloth, so it's the quietest armor. It's not really armor, quietest clothing I can have. But it also factors into some decisions later on in the game. If you prefer to wear leather or padded armor, you can sneak a lot better in these scenarios. But ultimately you're going to want to be able to fight. So there's some really nice leather banded plate, sort of banded strips of metal under leather armor at the end of the game, which is kind of the highest level of quiet armor, and then there's a full plate suit you can buy, and it's quite noisy, but you just run in and attack people. So I'm just going to go to the river here. There's a
Are you
fight
there,
here
Shepard?
anyway.
Yes. I think we're clear of the camp. Damn it. A patrol.
Hey, you there. Who are you?
Stay calm, Alex. Let me talk.
Look at me.
My sister and I were just returning home from treating lepers outside Bolt Keep.
Lepers, you say? Bring the torch.
Bring the torch! Sorry, Alex. We'll have to run.
Or fight.
It's the missing princess.
I'll tell the others.
And share the glory? I don't think so.
Alright, show up my shield skills here. I'm gonna try to interrupt a few of these guys.
You really know how to use a barrel lid.
I have my uncle to thank for that.
We have to keep moving downriver. I need to find a settlement. Somewhere to heal up.
Lead the way, Shepard. Do you know this village?
It's called Braga. But that's all I know. I've never been this far east.
Describe it for me.
Well, it looks like a village. Too small and out of the way for the horde to bother with. There's a smith, some cellars, an inn.
Your leg. You going to be all right?
Not without clean dressings and herbals.
I don't have any money.
You'll have to sell something. Your clothes, maybe.
My clothes?
Your fancy cloak must be worth something, and you'll draw less attention without it. Have a look around. I'll be at home here with the animals.
Have you coming north to south?
Fresh bread, 2 loaves for a copper.
Alright.
Fine sale.
I want to see what this blacksmith has to say.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for healing supplies.
Just horseshoes or a blade if you're expecting trouble.
No trouble yet.
Well, I would ask at the mill next door. The miller's wife is a healer. She sells bread out front.
Is there a place where I could sell a few things?
What are you selling?
Some clothing?
Some fine things, by the looks of you. There's been a foreign merchant set up by the tavern. He may be interested.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Always welcome.
So, this is the first village, the simplest village. There aren't really any secrets in this village. Aside from, I can run through a chicken. Where's this little guy? Everybody. There you go. Anyway, I chase the chicken around. This is just to introduce the player to the main beacons in the game. So, in this case, there's most villages will have a place where you can buy arms or armor, and that's this blacksmith. In this case, this is also basically a tutorial for listening and exploring a village, essentially. So I've got a quest where I need to sell my cloak and then buy, I guess, tonic spawns and ointments. So I'm going to have to buy healing supplies for my buddy.
We have you coming north to south.
So let me talk to this guy. Sell my cloak.
Ah! Here's a young woman who knows a thing or two about finer things. I know a merchant from the capital when I see one. I can give you an excellent price on the furs.
It's a little close.
Well, fine pelts this warm west of Riverton.
Actually, I'm looking to sell my cloak.
Times is hard for me, too. Not sure what I could afford.
100 copper?
Ah! I mistook you for a fellow merchant. I see now that you're a highway robber. Why don't you just take my entire cart while you're at it? I could also throw in what's left of my teeth, if you like.
What do you want then?
10 copper. Final offer.
Now who's the thief?
Whoa, 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 no, no. Now that I see the cloak from the back is very nice. 15 copper. Truly, my final offer.
20.
Done. That's 15 and 20 copper as agreed. Nice doing business with you. 5 silks! 1 first! We have you covered north to south!
Alright. Yeah, I gotta get my ointments on.
Fresh bread, 2 loaves for a copper. You looking for something, child?
I'm looking for healing supplies. Dressings for a wound, and something for infection.
Are you hurt?
No, it's for my friend.
Can you bring him in? I can have a look.
I'll just take the supplies.
It will be 10 copper for the bandages and poultice.
Here you are.
Thank you, child. And this is everything you'll need.
Alright. Back my buddy.
This way, Alex.
Tell me where he is.
Over here, sheep. Over here, sheep.
I have the supplies.
Thank you.
Do you need help with the dressing?
I know what I'm doing. Not my first blade wound. I've spent more time in pastures fending off bandits than wolves. I suppose you're not used to sleeping with livestock.
Thankfully, no. They're warm, at least.
I'll need a couple days before I can travel. But it will give us time to collect a few things. We'll need a bow for hunting, and money. Don't suppose you know a trade?
I'd like to find a better weapon. Perhaps some armor.
A sheep in wolf's clothing. I suppose it will make bandits on the road think twice. Get some sleep, Alex. All right. We should head for the inn and ask about work. Won't get anywhere without going. Just follow the music.
2 loaves for a copper.
Oh, yeah, I guess there is one. There's one sort of secret quest I just remembered. So basically, in every village, or most villages or towns that you go to, there'll be, yeah, again, some sort of blacksmith place where you can buy and sell and basically trade in your old items for new items. So buy weapons, armor, shields, bows, that kind of thing. There'll be some sort of tavern or meeting place or gathering place where you can get quests where the sort of like the most important obvious quests are usually in this area, unless you get some information that tells you from another quest that tells you where to look in the village. And then there's usually every village has some sort of side quest or although in this I believe I just need enough money to get a bow to get out of here, so I really only need to do one quest that gives me money to leave the village. But I also know that if I return to the healer, she has a quest for me. I know that. You do now. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the tavern first.
Here we are, the Wandering Goat. I'll assume it's an inn and not a stable. Shall we enter?
Press right trigger to enter.
It's pretty empty in here. But I guess it won't hurt to ask around.
Push down on the left stick to...
I'm too old to be wandering around the wilderness. But I've heard there is a stolen strongbox in a cave north of here. Thieves are gone, but the box is still there, apparently.
Why would they abandon it?
I don't know. It's just what I've heard. And the account was very detailed. They hid the box behind a waterfall at the back of the cave.
What do you think, Shepard?
I think it's a good way to get ambushed by a cave full of thieves.
Press right trigger to take up this quest. Left trigger to pass.
I'm gonna listen to the quest
I was
first.
supposed to meet my cousin here. I have a shipment of silks for him. Why he'd be trying to sell silk out here is beyond me.
I spoke with your cousin. He was selling just outside.
I've been told he ran afoul with the local fur traders. He's negotiating with them at their camp. I was hoping to find someone to accompany me there.
Do we look like bodyguards?
Ha! No. But you're obviously not from the village, so I can trust you would be reliable witnesses on my behalf should something go wrong. I can pay you 50 copper, assuming I make it back here safely.
Press right trigger to take...
We'll do it. I kind of liked your cousin.
I just
Well,
lied.
you'd be the first.
I took this quest for some reason. I got the Lancey, I guess. Actually, this is a good quest. My merchant buddy here.
That's close enough.
Gentlemen. Cousin.
Hello, Byron.
Tell them our offer.
They want me to give them all my money and all my wares and head home with you, never to return here again, in exchange for me life. What they fail to understand is that me life ain't worth a third of that on the open market.
It seems to me, cousin, that you don't have much of a bargaining position here.
No, on the contrary. You see, I hid the pelts, and if they kill me, they will never find them.
And if you tell them where they are?
Then they'll probably kill me anyway.
Well, I fail to see what I can do to help here. Good luck, cousin.
No, wait. Cousin.
We should leave now.
No! No! Please, help me. Help me! You can have your cloak back!
Stand aside.
Let's go, Alex.
I said stand aside!
No. He stays with us.
To hell with you!
It's not worth it!
That was reckless, Alex.
Well, we couldn't just leave him.
And why not?
How could I ever thank you?
How about giving us the 50 copper your cousin promised us?
Oh. All right. I was about 35.
You dirty.
I jest. 50 copper, and I'll throw in a couple pelts. Yeah?
Oh, Dennis the merchant.
You have gained 50 copper in coin and salvage.
We have a little coin, so let's see about getting that bow. We should head for the smith.
So Dennis the merchant, he's kind of like the dandelion character in our game. He will be back. What was I doing again? Ah, yes. So I have money. I buy my bow now. I'm gonna do all the quests in this village though. I'm gonna get me a bow first.
Can I help you?
We need a bow.
And perhaps a little steel for the road east.
You know that the Horde is on the march.
Well aware. Thank you.
I haven't done much in weapons since the local garrison left years back, but I have a couple of salvage pieces laying around.
Push down on the left.
I have this old hunting bow for 15.
Use the left stick as this item will cost 15 copper. Your current coin amount is 6.
Good luck with that. And if you're headed east, you will need it.
Push down on the left stick to cycle through items of interest. Press left trigger.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Always welcome.
Alright,
well, we have our bow.
Get enough money to buy that.
We can move on now.
Second.
Unless you want to find better equipment for the journey.
When you are ready to travel, press the back or select button to bring up the character menu and select the travel map.
So if I was ever doing a speed run of the game, I'd be off on the map and leaving this area, but I've got a lot of quests still to do, so let me do... actually, I'll talk to the
Fresh bread, 2 loaves for a
baker,
copper.
or the baker's wife. Miller's wife.
Greetings. How's your friend? Did that poultice do the trick?
You could ask him yourself.
I'm much better, thank you.
You caring for someone?
It's the husband. The grist is in his lungs again. If you're looking for a little work, I need more honey for a brew to clear his chest. He is usually the one I send to fetch it. There are a number of hives along the road just outside town. I could spare 15 copper if you collect for me.
Press right trigger.
Sounds easy enough.
Here's the bucket.
We'll head out right now then.
And don't tarry too long, or you'll come back full of stingers.
Guess it was short of me to call her the miller's wife. Guess he's the healer's husband.
We should keep some honey for our own use on the road.
I've never considered honey for more than sweetening cakes.
You Easterners. My father would sing to the bees in thanks every time I got a cold. I couldn't think of coughing without dodging a mouthful of honey.
My father never paid me much mind whether I was ill or well. I hear the bees.
I don't see them. They must be off the path somewhere.
Follow me then.
Alright, pleasant enough soundscape. Except for these bees. Murder hornets.
Alright, they're up in the tree. You hold out the bucket, I'll go up and cut them down.
Are you all right?
My injuries are making this hard. Ah! Son of a goat. They definitely sting. One's coming down. Ah! We have to move fast. They're onto us. Ah!
I'll lead us to the next hive.
Ah! I see it. Here you go. We'll need a few more to fill the bucket. Lead the way. Hurry!
It's actually a pretty tight timer on this, because I'm playing on hard. But I don't really want to have a fail state happen here. Basically, Shepard
Here is another.
passes out from bee allergies if you wait too long. You have to redo
One
it.
more should do it. There it is. We have enough. Let's go. Try to keep up.
Here is the honey you need.
Many thanks. And 15 coppers, as promised. Did you get stung?
Not me.
I don't want to talk about it.
Nature is both hostile and healing, as are we all. Be sure to take out the stingers, and then daub each with a bit of honey to help take away the pain.
Thank you, healer.
Farewell.
You have gained 15 copper in coin and salvage.
Where to now? We should think about setting out.
Alright. Let's do the last 2 quests over here.
Here's the inn. Should we enter?
Press right trigger to enter. Push down on the left stick to...
I'm telling you, that coin is yours for the taking.
Press right trigger to take up this quest.
Let's check out this cave.
Left.
We could at least see if the cave exists. At the first sign of trouble, we turn back?
All right. What do I know? Well, the old man was right. I can see the opening.
What do you see?
It looks wet and dark. I don't see any footprints in the mud. Perhaps we are safe to enter. It's very dark.
I can hear the water. Follow me.
There's an old fire. And deer bones everywhere. These thieves were a bunch of pigs.
So, hidden in different parts of the game, there are little secrets hidden every once in a while for people who are listening carefully. And I know the waterfall's over here, but little hint here. You can hear something over here if you listen very carefully. Something chewing. Oh, squeaking. There it is. Oh, what is this?
I found something.
It's a body. Looks like it's been savaged.
It's a little rat.
You have gained 10 copper in coin and salvage.
Is this a little bonus there?
I see the box. I think I know why the thieves left.
What is it?
A very angry looking bear. It will chase us down if we try to run. I'll try to distract it. You hit it. Over here! Hey! Hey you! Swing now, Alex! Hey! Right here! It's distracted! Over here! Now, Alex! Over here, big guy! Hit it now! Over here! Now, Alex!
So when I fight, I always bring my shield up when I don't have... when I'm not swinging. So, the bear here is only vulnerable to my critical attacks when the shepherd distracts him. I happen to know. I have to resort to the fact that I can
Shepherd?
actually do a heavy attack.
You're
on
right.
him, but we haven't taught you it yet.
Let's see if this was worth it. It's empty. The chest itself might be worth a few copper.
Well, it's something at least.
So later on, we introduce you to the idea that heavy enemies like that,
30 copper in coin and salvage.
some of them are only susceptible to heavy attacks, which is a type of attack you'll learn after this village.
Where to now? We should think about setting out.
Right, setting out. Where am I going? Oh, there's one more quest I could do. I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
Here's the inn. Should we enter?
Press right trigger to enter. Push down on the left stick to...
Can I bring you some wine? Tea? Bread and cheese?
Anything would do us both good.
I might pass on the cheese. Just saw a huge...
Oh, dumb rats!
It's over there, beneath the table.
Where?
By your feet, Alex.
Hold on. Got it!
Oh, blessings on you. A cup of wine on me. Oh, if only you could do that a few dozen more times, I might be rid of them.
Perhaps we could do just that. Do you pay in copper or just wine?
If you're serious, I'd be happy to pay. A rat bit my child last night. Been coming up from the cellars since the last storm. How's 20 coppers?
You want to go rat hunting?
Press right trigger to take up this quest. Left trigger to pass.
It reminds me of a game I used to play as a child.
You played a game with rats in a cellar?
Show us to the cellar, innkeep. I'll teach you how to play, Shepherd.
There's a shovel by the door. Might suit you better for the job.
I've got it.
Here, take the lamp too.
No, it's better in the dark. The light will just send the rats into hiding. Rats in the cellar. Catch them in the dark. Be done afore the morning lark.
Alex, it's black as pitch down here. I don't think I'll be of much use.
Nonsense. We'll play as a team. All you do is move around quietly and listen, and when you find a rat, you hit it.
That's not a game, Alex. That is hunting rats in the dark.
Ah, but it was a game, and one that I was particularly good at. Our cook would open up the cellar for us when we were playing in the kitchens. Shh. I think I hear one. Follow me. It's right here in front of us.
I think I missed.
Here, hand me the shovel. I'll show you how it's done. Rats in the cellar, hear them squeak. 3 dirty rats to get your sweet.
There you are, little guy.
I've got one here. I keep perfectly still and swing in the direction of the rat. Gotcha. So, if you collected 3 rats, Cook would give you a sweet. The other rule was if you accidentally hit another child, you would have to give them one of your rats.
So your cook would send spoiled children into a dark cellar to catch rats and keep them out of the kitchen?
I didn't think of it that way. It was still one of my favorite games. I nearly always won. This way.
By the way, if you bump into walls, you make a sound and it'll prompt you to turn around. But I realized that I noticed it well, so I don't bump into anything. That's actually part of the game. Is we really do set up stuff that it's very difficult to bump into many walls.
Here's one.
Nice, over here.
This is just as fun as when I was a kid. Rats in the cellar, quiet as a mouse. Catch the rats or burn your house. Stay right where you are. Another one down.
You are very good at this.
I think we nearly have them all. Oh, over there. One more.
I'm gonna bump into a wall for fun.
Okay.
Yes, that's the kind of prompt you get. And basically, we design the game so that we don't put objects that don't make sound in between you and objects you're trying to navigate to. So, as long as you're listening carefully and lining up where you're walking to, things should be fine. The actually worst thing that happens, you get turned around, and the rat's behind you, and you hear it as if it's coming from straight ahead, and you start walking away from it. But again, if you pay attention to which way you're turning and which way it's moving, so I can tell that it's now on my right, it's coming around to the center. It's also a little quieter when it's behind me too. It kind of gets muffled.
Hold it right there. Cook would be proud. I think that's it. Well played, if I do say so myself. Let's go fetch our reward from Cook. I mean, the innkeeper. Your cellar is rat-free, good woman.
Oh, blessings. Blessings on you. Here is the 20 copper as promised. Oh, your cloak is soaked. Hang it by the fire and I'll get you some tea.
I'm fine. It will dry soon enough.
Anytime you folks want a drink, it's on the house.
You have gained 20 copper in coin and salvage.
There's nothing for us here. Let's go.
Alright, so I've done all the quests. That's why he said there was nothing for us. Oh yeah, let me buy a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna buy all the things. I should have enough money for that.
Can I help you?
I'd like to see your weapons and armor.
Push down on the left.
I have this sturdy sword for 30 copper.
Press the right. Use the left stick to cycle item stats. Press right trigger to buy item, left trigger to consider other items.
Alright, so I don't really have a broken sword, so certainly not gonna miss that.
This item will cost 30 copper.
Here you are, girl. Don't cut yourself.
Push down.
I think this padded...
Use the left stick to cycle item stats. This item will cost 50 copper after salvage of old...
It's a fine piece. Take care of it. This oak shield...
Use the left stick to cycle item stat. This item will...
It's a fine piece. Take good care of it.
There are no items for sale better than what you already own.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Always welcome.
Alright, I got all the things. So I'm gonna move on. So...
Character menu. Travel map.
Travel map.
We are here in Braga. Rivertown is 4 days' journey from here.
Press right trigger to proceed. Left trigger to remain at this location.
Alright, let's go.
What is it?
Just changing my dressings.
How's your leg?
Better. It's my hand I'm worried about.
Your hand?
My fighting hand.
What did they do to you? It's why you wear the cloak.
That is just the I had more fingers before the Odedin arrived.
My uncle would go on about the savagery of the Odedin. I never knew how much to believe.
The Odedin are not savages. They are nomads. Traders. I've traded with them.
Why would they be attacking shepherds?
I was simply in their path. Warriors are savage when they need to be. You may need to be savage one day too.
I'm not supposed to be outside of the keep. What if we get caught?
Father's not even in the city.
What about Uncle?
He has you swinging a sword. Why not shooting a bow?
I suppose... What am I shooting?
There are pigs that come round here looking for scraps in the evening.
I don't want to kill anything.
The arrows are blunted. I doubt they would go through parchment. There's one now. Just at the tree line. Do you hear it?
Yes.
Let's move in slowly. To set up the shot.
Use the left stick to move in on your target. Push only part way on the stick to move quietly.
Here, piggy.
There, perfect. He's frozen. He knows we're here. Any closer and he'll run off.
Center your target by pushing side to side on the right stick. Pull the right trigger to draw your bow and release to fire.
It's pretty centered here. I'll give it a shot here.
Well done. You hit it.
I did.
Ooh, there's a nice fat one. Do you hear it? It's peeing on that tree. It's close enough. You can shoot from here.
Alright, line up the peeing. Oh, nope, still going.
Ah! Hey! He did that!
Rolf?
Honest mistake, Rolf. She mistook you for a pig.
I can spit in your food, you know.
That wasn't nice.
But it was worth it.
What if he tries something to get back at me?
He won't. You know Uncle and I will always protect you.
Even when you're busy being king?
Especially when I'm busy being king.
hear an animal.
Wolves?
No. I think it's a boar. Our provisions will only last so long. This could mean food for weeks.
What do you need me to do?
Stop snoring.
I snore?
Shh. It's right there. I have a clear shot. My hand. It's too weak.
Here, give me the bow.
What?
I used to hunt with my brother.
You're a hunter now too?
Not really, but I can shoot a bow. I'll try to get closer.
I think I recall an old adage about never hunting with a blind woman.
Shh.
About there.
Good shot. Shield ready, Alex.
Oh, I crit him.
You did it. I'll be damned. Suppose you don't know how to butcher it.
I'll leave that to you. I've got the pretty hands.
So the bow has a critical chance, a chance critical, obviously, and I crit the boar, so he died instantly, but often he'll charge me.
What do I get to be hit with today, Uncle?
Oh, you sound almost happy to be here.
Just glad to be out of my room.
Well, I'm sure I can put an end to that. Draw your sword. Marvelous. Now, I want to teach you something that will allow you to take the fight to the enemy. A heavy, overhead swing has the possibility to break through the enemy's guard. You will no longer be limited to waiting for the enemy to attack first. I want you to give it a try. Raise your weapon over your head.
To execute a heavy attack, pull back on the right stick and hold until wind-up sound is complete. Then push in the direction you wish to swing.
Very good. Now, try again as I move. Excellent. Now, when you break my guard, you should be able to press your advantage right away.
When an enemy's guard is broken, you will have a window in which you can freely strike.
Break my guard and continue to attack. Very good. Now, in the field you won't always be able to break an enemy's guard. Continued attacks will expose yourself to my counterattack.
If a heavy attack is parried, you should raise shield in preparation for counterattack.
Listen carefully to whether or not you break my guard. Be prepared for my counterattack. Ah! Again. Excellent. Now, these attacks take time and energy and can be turned away by shields. You won't always be able to use them.
Heavy attacks are most effective when fighting in single combat or against hesitant enemies without shields. In addition, impact weapons such as hammers, axes, and maces are favored to swords when using heavy attacks.
The important thing to remember is that the warrior with the most options will more often win the day.
I shouldn't have upset him.
So you've met many Odedan?
A few, yes.
What are they like when they're not trying to kill you?
They come from tribes across the northern plain. Some are farmers and herders. Some are nomads hunting or raiding or trading with the great cities in the far west. Some have olive skin, some are darker. Some are pale as milk.
What they look like means very little to me.
Ah, yes. Though it means a great deal to some people. That's why their warriors brand their skin. And they dust themselves with chalk before battle. It makes them feel like one. An avalanche of white crashing down on their enemies.
Huh. I wonder...
Alex, wait. I see tracks ahead. Where the path narrows.
What's happening?
Odedan. Arrows!
Give you a quick death!
you want to do this?
Well done, Alex. But we stick to the woods from now on.
You have gained 30 copper in coin and salvage.
These flies are murderous.
Not what you are used to back in Glades.
We have flies, but everything out here bites. Wolves. Are they close?
Yes, I see them. A pack. Larger than I've ever seen. They're closing in. We'll need to fight them back before they overwhelm us. I've never seen wolves that aggressive.
We may have been better off on the road.
We should find the village before nightfall.
So, what is the life of a shepherd like in the Borderlands?
Quiet. Sometimes peaceful. Sometimes dangerous with spring floods or raiders sweeping through the Vale. It's mostly lonely.
Do sheep make poor companions, then?
That's the subject of too many jokes in the Borderlands.
I smell smoke.
There's the village beyond the tree line.
What's happening?
I think there's a fire. Follow me. Looks like raiders came through. Stables and manor houses are ablaze.
You, in the hood! Don't stand there gawking! Grab a bucket and run it down to the river! What's wrong with you? Grab a bucket!
Can we help them?
Wait here, Alex. I'll see what I can do.
Where are you? Hello? There's someone trapped in the stable!
The smoke is too thick. I can't see.
I'm coming for you!
Over here! Over here!
I gotta avoid fire. Sounds like it's...
Where are you?
I'm right here!
Come with me. Take my hand.
Thank you.
Alex! What are you doing?
Alex! Over here, Alex! Over here! Alex! I leave you for what? 2 minutes and you run into a burning building.
She saved my life.
Who did this to your village?
Dead. Only a handful, but they took the chief's daughter hostage. We were helpless as they looted our stores.
They said they'd release her on the road as long as we didn't follow. We're sending a small party out to get her.
We'll come with you. Safety in numbers, right?
I don't think it's wise, Alex. They will have killed the girl by now.
Are you coming?
We're better off on our own. If you want my help, you have to trust me.
You'd best go on without us. We'd only slow you down. So you think they'll kill the hostage?
Most likely. Those villagers have little to offer them in ransom.
And you would still defend their savagery?
It's not a matter of defending it. I understand its purpose. One brutal statement sends a clear message. Discourages the resistance, which only leads to more bloodshed.
Why are they doing this? Invading the borderlands?
That is a good question. The Odedan have little interest in claiming land. That's something for you Easterners. Perhaps the Odedan want to remind Glades that the borderlands don't belong to anyone.
You have no love for the kingdom.
Do I love castles and garrisons and taxes? No.
And what about burning villages and killing hostages?
There are many things I'm sure you'll find unpleasant outside the fancy carriages and castles.
Shh. I hear voices. By the river.
I'm telling you, it's been 10 miles. They're not following us. I think it's safe to kill her.
We're not going to free her.
How long do you think she will last up here? We'll be doing her a favor.
She's still alive.
Hold on. There are at least 5 warriors. We're not charging in there.
I'll use my bow. Take out a few before they see us.
That is a terrible idea, Alex.
You're going to let them kill that girl?
No. I'm going to keep you from killing yourself. This way, Alex. Leave them.
Alright, so here's an example of
Alex, let's go.
where I can use my bow. Or I could just run in and fight these guys, but I'm going to try to soften them up a little bit with my hunting bow. Sounds about right.
Show yourself, coward. Over here.
Nice.
Shepherd?
I'm here, Alex.
You stayed?
I'll free the girl. Wait here.
Thank you.
Your disregard for your own life is wearing off on me.
I can't thank you enough for saving my daughter. Please, take this gold band. It was my wife's. I used to think it was my most important keepsake of her. I know now it means very little compared to the daughter you've returned to me.
We can't accept this.
Nonsense. Don't hesitate to sell it for what you might need on your journey east.
Thank you, then. It will surely help.
I'd send you on with an escort, but we need to rebuild, and I couldn't spare the men and women.
We travel light and quiet. We'll be just fine.
And be wary on your way in and out of Rivertown. I hear bandits and pirates have laid siege to the place.
We will.
You have gained 100 copper in coin and salvage.
Guard up, Theo. You need to protect your head.
If you were quick enough to hit me, I might consider it.
Ah, Alex, please join us. Theo is in need of a good smack in the face.
I'd like to see her try.
Here, take your sword.
Are you sure about this, Uncle?
I'll go easy on you, sister.
You'll do no such thing, Theo. You must first defeat your enemy before granting quarter. And here is your shield.
Do I get a shield too? It's only fair.
Would you also like a blindfold?
Uncle, you know he won't let me win.
I'm counting on it. You need to teach him a lesson. Theo is quick, but predictable. He'll come at you with a flurry of swings. Block them all before you counterattack.
You must wait until combo attacks end before safely counterattacking.
All right? Go to it.
Damn it, you're quick.
You need to vary your attacks, Theo. Alternate between the heavy overhead swing and the quick slashes. All right, Alex. You should be able to hear his heavy attack a mile away. You can counter that right after you block it.
You will be able to hear the difference between a heavy single swing and quick combo swings. Recognizing the difference will allow you to time your counterattacks.
Enough, Alex.
Sorry, brother.
Next time, she fights without the shield.
Well, next time, you'll keep your guard up when I tell you to.
I shouldn't have upset him.
He needs to learn humility. Every good king does. It's one of the traits I fear he lacks.
I suppose I was born with humility.
You, Alex, were born with a great many gifts. Don't you ever forget that.
What if he tries some enemy background stuff? My father
Stay close, Alex. We are at the gorge. I can see Rivertown in the distance.
Describe it for me.
It's a steep climb down to the ferry dock, but the river will be our best hope of getting ahead of the horde.
No, describe the view.
The view? I suppose it's nice.
Go on.
The sun is setting. Beyond the town. The sky is red.
I can't picture colors.
The sky is like fire. It warms the clouds piled up like wool on the horizon.
Yes.
However, the light on the river has turned it into a writhing serpent, burning its way through the forest. That is our path.
Thank you, Shepherd. You're quite the poet.
In a past life, perhaps. You look worried, Sheep.
I don't like boats.
Not to worry, then. This is more of a makeshift raft.
Nearly drowned as a child. Slipped into the castle reservoir. My brother was there to pull me out. Theo was always there when I needed him.
Well, do your best not to fall in. I can't swim.
Ferryman, how much farther to Rivertown?
My name's Kadir. You always go around calling people by their occupation?
Will we be on the water much longer, Kadir?
Not long now. Ah, hell, what's this now? They know I don't ferry anything valuable. No offense.
Pirates?
2 boats. If you have steel on hand, I'd flash it now. They'll dump you in the river as soon as rob you.
You don't sound that worried.
Killing the ferryman is bad for business. Hey! Watch it with the arrows!
Shepherd, get behind my shield.
They're coming aboard!
You're not from around here, are you?
Another boat, Alex.
coin.
Is that the last of them?
Yes.
Those lot were amateurs. The pirates downstream won't be so easy.